What's the best way of persuading someone to change their behaviour? I thought again about this when I read an article, an interview with Anna Maxwell Martin, whose birthday it is today. She starred in television shows like Ludwig and Line of Duty and Motherland, uh, and indeed she has two children of her own, two teenage daughters. Her husband died suddenly in 2021, so she's a single parent and has to deal with the fallout from their father's death on her two daughters, one of whom is finding going to school extremely difficult, very challenging, makes her very anxious, and she misses a lot of school days. And so Anna Maxwell Martin experiences, along with many, many other parents, the difficulty of how to handle a child who will not go to school, at least not willingly. And she says that the policy does seem sometimes to be that you make them feel bad about it, and indeed the government's policy is to encourage fines for children, for parents who don't send their children to school. And Anna Maxwell Martin says that this use of threats. A fine, for example, for a family struggling with meeting the cost of living crisis, is going to be something which is going to make matters worse, not better. And she says often there's a hidden reason why a child won't go to school, as it is in the case, in her case, probably linked with her with the daughter's father's death. Uh, and therefore some kind of understanding of what's causing the behaviour needs to be brought into the situation. It struck me that this is true of any situation we're in, where maybe at work or with a friend who's being irritating, or with children, uh, the way to change behaviour of someone whose behaviour we find objectionable, or not for their own good, perhaps, is not to threaten them, not to get angry with them, not to tick them off, not to make them feel bad, but to encourage them, to support them, to try and find out why it is that they're behaving in such a way, and to help them to deal with that and the root causes of what's making them act in the way they do. And when we can encourage people in that way, when we can use a carrot and not a stick to encourage people to change their ways, I think we're likely to be much more effective.